decirlo.
No, sí, era falso.
¿Eh?
Sí.
All right, second period underway here. As your Pittsburgh Penguins elite squad is going to carry in a 3-0 lead into the second frame against York Simcoe Express here at the International Silver Stick Pen. So far are 3-0 on the tournament, as Blake Parrish tries to put a centering attempt from Bingham Green towards the net. Netminder is going to cover it up and get a whistle as the Pens are going to make a change. Looks like Connor Wilson, number 8, who opened the scoring today about 1 minute in with a power play goal, is going to step in to take this draw. Flanked by Mulligan and Phillips on the backside. That's number 14, Noah Welch, and number 4, Wyatt Frankenfield. Simcoe is going to try to bring it up the far wall, unable to do so. It's going to be pushed back in deep by Owen Mulligan. It's going to be sent up to the point. Welch is going to pick off that pass and send it right back down into the zone. Simcoe comes out. Welch with a good keep there as he's trying to go to work to keep it in the zone. It's going to be just thrown back to center by York Simcoe, backhanded back into the neutral zone by Frankenfield. As 17 is going to go to work and try and get around Welch. Centering pass deflects off the stick of the Express player in front of Dragosic. And the puck's going to be sent all the way down for an icing call. 13:43 to go in the third period. Correction, in the second period, 3-0 to score. Shots probably in that first period, maybe 10-1, 9-1, 8-1, somewhere in there. Penguins had a lot of zone time, but they have a D-zone draw here. As Riker Ferguson steps in, unable to win that draw back, Simcoe comes out of it. Pressure applied by Borman. Shot taken over the net by about 2 feet. Puck's going to now come behind Dragosic, where Nenevich is going to try to get a stick on that shot. He does, deflects it wide of the net. As Easton Borman ties his man up, he's going to be helped out by Ferguson. It's going to be sent behind, reversed over to Grant Loy. Grant Loy is going to try and move that to Gaworski in the neutral zone, just hops over his stick. And it finds the stick now of Easton Borman in the slot, unable to corral it though. He tried to backhand that over to Gaworski as Simcoe is going to come in. Long shot taken wide of the net now. 34 is going to pick it up. He tosses it to his teammate behind the net. That's 19 now with it. He's pressured by Loya. Puck's going to be thrown back through the faceoff dot as Brooks Gaworski gets his feet moving. He's going to try the defender. He's going wide. He's tripped up momentarily. Stays on his feet just for a bit, and he's brought down to the ice as the puck's going to come back to the point, being manned now by Blake Parrish. Dumps it through the slot as the Express try to get their offense going, and they dump it and they go for a change as CJ Nenevich is going to be muscled into behind the net. Wilson's now bumped into as well. Puck battle behind the net as a wraparound attempt is taken on Dragosic. He's ready for it as number 8's going to take a point shot, deflects off of Penguins equipment. Pass is sent through the slot there dangerously. Good save there by Max, who had to be alert to make that stop as 9 twists around Nenevich. Sent through the slots, sticked away by Stark, back up to their point man. This is the first pressure the Express have had today here in the middle of the second period. Backdoor pass is open right now. 79 does not go to him now. He tries to, but Stark is ready for it. He's going to dump it down the ice and get the Heat out of a hot kitchen there. Icing is going to be waved off, and the York skater is going to fall down. Pens may have an opportunity here because of it. Bodies are flying everywhere. And it looks like a tripping call is going to be called. Not sure who's actually going to go to the box here. It looks like Riker Ferguson is going to go in. So the Pens are going to go on their second PK of the game. And tasked with killing his penalties, centerman Sawyer Phillips is going to step in for this draw. Joined by Mulligan, Frankenfield, and Welch. Backdoor pass is open. Puck is in the crease. Welch and Dragosic dive on top. Also in there to clear some bodies was Wyatt Frankenfield. As the rebound sat there for a moment, he bumped into 22 nicely. Dragosic, though, always calm in net, covers it up, gets a whistle, another D-zone draw. 1:52 to go on this PK, 11-19 in the second period, 3-0 to score. Sawyer Phillips now steps in for the draw. Pushes it forward to himself. Can't get it out of the zone, though, as 72 now has it. He loses it for a second. Sent back to the point. It's going to be sent behind the net where Welch and 22 are going to go battle for it. It comes out to the side of Frankenfield. Sent back to the point man. Shot taken. It's going to deflect down into the equipment of Mulligan. He's going to push it into the neutral zone as Sawyer Phillips is able to dump this in, and the Pens are going to make a change of all four penalty killers. 1:20 to go on the PK, 10:46 now in the third. Simcoe has some speed as they're flying through the neutral zone. 9, he's got some wheels. It's going to have a stick put into him by Stark, who comes away with the puck momentarily. Simcoe's able to get it back. They dump it deep. Express player number 22 runs into Stark. He keeps possession of the puck, gets it to a teammate, deflects off the stick of Loya and on to the stick of Nico Stark, who dumps it all the way down the ice to kill some more time off of this penalty kill. 45 now to go on this penalty to Riker Ferguson. Puck's going to be sent across the ice and lightly tapped back into the Pens D zone, right onto the stick of Loya. Loya dumps it down the ice once again. We're now under 30 to go on this PK. The Pens' second PK of the game. Got some bad ice. Kids have been falling all throughout the first period, just at random points of the ice. Simcoe is going to try and get their motor going. Kowarski was going to go for a change. He stays on the ice and deflects this back into the neutral zone. We're now under 10 on this PK. One more rush here from 23. He's going to try Nanavisa off of the nub of the stick of Dragosic as Welch now backhands it to the near corner. 9:23 to go in the game, or in the second period, and we're back to even now as Bingham Green's going to lead a rush. He's got a 2-on-1. He had Wilson up ahead. Did not see him, though. So we have an offsides. Neutral zone face-off, 9:16 to go. Pens successfully kill off that penalty. Successfully kill off the penalty to Riker Ferguson. So we're back to 5-on-5 action. For those of you joining us late here, Pens hopped off to a really early start on a Connor Wilson goal, followed up by a goal by Grant Loya to make it 2-0. This is going to be sent all the way down on net to Dragosic. Welch has a little bit of time, but now he's got a little pressure coming. He's going to peel back. He loses the puck to 37. It's going to be sent back to the point man. That's 23. Can't keep it in the zone. Now finds a stick of Welch. He's going to get his feet moving. He's going to dance around a man. He's going to cut center now. He brings it in 1-on-2. He's trying to stick handle in a phone booth, and he runs into the phone booth there. Loses the puck as he's going to come back into the defensive zone as Simcoe is going to dump it to the stick of Blake Paris. Welch now applying some pressure behind the net. He's run into by Cripps, and as he's helped out there by his teammate Riker Ferguson. And Sawyer Phillips is going to come out of that fray with the puck. Phillips gets the motor running. He's going to dump it deep into the zone. Go to work on the forecheck. Pens are changing some players behind the play. Freshly on the ice is Nico Stark. He's going to chip it back into the offensive zone. As Simcoe's going to come out now. They've got a little momentum in this period. Looked like a little bit of a different team than the Pens saw in the first period. Collision here behind the net between 37 and Ferguson. Ferguson's the man that's going to come out of the puck. Somebody lost the stick. It's Frankenfield. He's going to pick up the twig. enjoying the rush here as Owen Mulligan's going to come down the left-hand wall. He's looking for an option, sends it into the slot just over the stick of Sawyer Phillips. It finds Connor Wilson, who's going to dump it deep into the zone. Sent out to the point now, back to neutral as Nico Stark tries to connect with Connor Wilson, unable to do so. 37 is going to attempt to go around Stark. Strong on the play. Stark backhands it over to his D partner. That's Frankenfield up the wall as Brooks Gaworski's knocked to the ice from behind. Nothing called here. It's in his skates as number 4, Frankenfield, comes over to help out. He ties up a man, and it's going to be picked up. A little bit of time. Connor Wilson's going to send it behind the defenseman. Finds the stick of Mulligan. Centering pass over to Gaworski. Long shot taken. Deflects about 2 feet wide of the net. 6:48 to go in the second period. 3-0 the score. Puck's now reversed where Easton Borman tries to keep it in the zone. Sneaks into the neutral zone now. As Frankenfield and Wilson collide with each other, Loya has the puck behind his goal line. Moves it up briefly to Gaworski. He's unable to corral it as 72 now has it on the near wall. He's moving down the half wall below the goal line. He dishes it to a teammate number 9 over to 22. Sneaky centering pass goes right through the slot. 72 for the Express, chips it to his teammate number 9. Open man in the slot. Shot taken, big save by Max. Second save, rebound still loose. And the Pens get a much needed whistle here as Loya is able to cover up that puck and slide it over to Dragicic. Max had to be alert there as there was a wide open man in the slot. Express found him, quick shot in on Dragicic. And Max was able to show those reflexes off and cover up the rebound as well. Score remains 3-0. Now we're under 6 in the second period. Bingham Green now is going to work with Ferguson trying to get this out of the zone. Strong pushback here by the Express in the second period. Ferguson's able to get under his man as Loya runs into the stick that Express player dropped. Puck's going to be sent now up the wall to Blake Paris and through the neutral zone now. That is Riker Ferguson unable to corral that, but CJ Nanavisa now picks up the mail. He's unable to hang on to it. Back into the zone of the Express. Express players tripped up there. Nothing called. Fans are looking for a penalty, but it looks like CJ just ran into his stick. And the Express player lost his balance. 5:07 to go in the second period. Pens are going to dump it deep. Where Bingham Green now picks it up. He's run into by the Express player, and the Express player comes out of there with the puck. Sneaky backhand shot in on net by Connor Wilson, covered by the Express netminder. They get a whistle and an offensive zone draw coming up here for the Pens. 4:53 to go now in the second period. After a flurry of scoring in the first period, no goals so far in the second. Connor Wilson's going to draw in here, flanked by Owen Mulligan and Sawyer Phillips on the backside. Number 4, Wyatt Frankenfield and Noah Welch. Simcoe player's going to try and bring this out of the zone. Welch is going to dump it right back into the offensive zone, where Connor Wilson's now in on the forecheck. He creates a turnover, finds the stick momentarily of Sawyer Phillips, unable to hang onto the puck. It's going to come up to Frankenfield, who dumps it back in. Simcoe is going to send this to the stick of Welch. He goes D to D over to Frankenfield. Frankenfield tries to move it up to Phillips. He deflects it into the zone. Puck's jumping everywhere. York's going to come back through with speed as 17's trying to get around Welch. Welch is pushing him to the outside, stays with him. Defended nicely as Phillips is now going to pick this up. Welch is going to try and join the rush. And it's going to be dumped right back deep into the zone as the Express are offsides here. So the Pens are going to catch a break here. They're able to regroup. Frankenfield sends it through the slot, picked up by 17, deflects wide by Welch. Rebound went right to 70, shoots it about 2 feet over the head of Dragicic. 3:41 now to go in the second period. Pens are making a change. Welch is going to stay on with Mulligan. 23 now brings it in. Shot taken. Glove down nicely by Dragicic. Welch is not going to pick it up. He reverses it. Nobody's home behind him. as it's going to be pushed back high in the slot. 79 comes through, open man. Shot taken, covered by Dragicic. He's going to shut down the pressure here by the Express. 3:16 to go. Big save there by Max. An open man backdoor. A little bit of confusion in the D zone there for the Pens. Riker Ferguson's going to step in here for this D-zone draw, flanked by number 45, Brooks Gaworski. His other winger is going to be Borman. They're actually going to kick Ferguson out of the draw, but it's going to be taken now by Borman. On the backside, number 7, Nico Stark, and number 43, that's Grant Loya. Out of that fray comes number 40, number 74, Easton Borman's going to push it up to the point man now. Shot taken off the backside of Ferguson. As 73 now steps around the man. 79, that is. He's going to send it behind Dragicic, where Loya's going to angle off his man. Open man in the slot again on that backdoor pass. It's going to find the stick of 19. It's going to be put over the left shoulder of Dragicic with 2:45 to go in the second period, as the Express are going to get on the score sheet here. They've been pressuring all period long, have had that backdoor pass open. And it's put into the back of the Penguin net. 3-1 now the score. Play resumes here in the second period as Pens now have it in the neutral zone. Easton Borman's going to dump it deep in the zone and go to work as the Express player, he curls back. He falls down, loses his edge, gets it to a teammate as it pushed now to 37, who's going to try Loya and split the defense. Unable to do so, it's going to find a teammate. Rebound kicks out high into the slot as Borman is going to find himself on a 3-on-1 with Gaworski and Wilson. Sent to Wilson. He stops up with it. He looks for Borman. Shot into the mask of the goalie. And it's going to be shot wide there on the rebound. Good chance there for the Pens. It finds the stick of Welch. Welch now has it high in the slot. He dances around a couple of players. It's going to find the stick now of Brooks Gaworski. He steps in, takes a shot. Goes over to Nenevisa. And Nenevisa thought about going to D-to-D. He curls back. He takes a long shot instead. Finds the stick now of Connor Wilson. Pens have some good zone time and pressure here, and it's gloved down by the netminder for a whistle and an offensive zone draw coming up. 1:32 to go in the second period. 3-1 the score. Pens are going to change up their forwards. As Bingham Green's going to draw in here, it's actually going to be Riker Ferguson, flanked by Green and Blake Paris. On the backside, CJ Nenevisa and Noah Welch. Green has it. He stops up. He curls around the man. Loses the puck, though. Brought back to center by Simcoe. Good stick by Nenevisa to create an offsides play and a neutral zone draw where Ferguson steps in once again. 1:22 now to go in the second period. Puck's going to be dumped deep. We got a foot race here as Welch is going to come over from the left side as 22's going to chase him down. He curls back, creates some space. He tries to go back behind the net to his D partner. He's going to be helped out there by Ferguson. Ferguson's going to send it up to Blake Paris, picked up now by CJ Nenevisa, who's going to lead the rush. He's going to come in. He's got a little bit of time. He curls back wisely. Fresh on the ice is Stark, but he lets his puck go through to Connor Wilson, who's manning the point. .45 to go now in the period as Bingham Green now has it. He's going to send it back to his point man. That's Nico Stark with it right back. He plays catch with Green. Green's going to walk in, loses the puck. He's going to go back and retrieve it himself. It's going to be dropped down deep to Connor Wilson, sent up to the point man. That's Nico Stark. He goes D-to-D to Frankenfield. He's unable to corral this pass. They got a 2-on-1 developing now as 72 is going to walk in, goes into the slot. Big save by Max. And he's able to cover up that rebound as 22 saying it's in the net, but referee's going to say nope. As Dragicic was able to get his left pad over there to stop that chance. Pens have a dangerous situation there as Simcoe walks in 2-on-1 late in the second period. 16.3 D-zone draw coming up. Puck's going to be pushed back to the point man. That's 23. Sent over to the stick of Connor Wilson. Pens are going to have one more rush here. 6 seconds to go in the period. Phillips is unable to get the shot away. Finds the stick of Nico Stark, and it looks like we're going to end the second period here with the score 3-1. All right, third period set to start here. Pens have a 3-1 lead, picking up 3 goals in the first period. They gave one back in the second. And that's where the score remains here as we start the third. Simcoe's going to bring this in, trying to step around the stick of Nico Stark. He runs in his man nicely and forces him off the puck. Mulligan's unable to push it further into the zone. Or further out of the zone, I should say, as Simcoe has it behind the net. They keep trying to work behind the net and hit the man in the slot. Penn's unable to get this out, as Simcoe now, number 23, is going to dump this down, where Riker Ferguson's going to pick it up. And he's run into now. Finding his teammate, Sawyer Phillips, is going to send it through the neutral zone. Number 12, Owen Mulligan, picks it up. He centers the pass, but the Pens are making a change behind the play. 98, the Express defenseman gets his feet moving. It's going to be pressured down by Wilson. And that's Easton Borman's going to chip it behind the defender. He's going to come in. He gets his head up. He finds the stick now of Connor Wilson. Borman picks it up. He's looking for an option. He keeps it high in the slot. He's going to wisely send it over to open space, where it's picked up by Connor Wilson. Long shot taken, glove down by netminder number 31, and a whistle and an offensive zone faceoff coming up. 13:42 to go in the third period. For those of you catching up with tournament action, the Pens right now sit 3-0 and a top Pool D in pool play. So it's looking good for the Pens right now. The boys don't know this yet, but they are advancing to play tomorrow, as we have an injured Penguin now on the ice. He was run into by the Simcoe player. Tripping call coming up. We hope that Brooks Gaworski, the injured Penguin's, going to be okay. Brooks is able to get to his feet, skate off here, so stick taps to Brooks, who got run into and tripped down as he skates off onto the Penguin bench. And the Pens are going to be rewarded here with a power play early on in the third period. And on to take this draw is going to be centerman number 8, Connor Wilson, flanked by Easton Borman and Blake Parrish. On the backside, number 43, Grant Loya, who now has the puck. Sends it off the stick of Wilson, deflects right back to his stick and through the 5-hole of number 31. Connor Wilson's going to get his second power play goal of the game. He opened up the scoring and now gets goal number 4 for the Pens. 4-1 the score, 13:29 to go. About 8 or 9 seconds to cash in on that power play. So as I was saying earlier, the Penguins don't know this yet. The boys don't know this, but they're going to be playing tomorrow. They will advance after winning their pool. It's just a matter of who they're going to play, what time they're going to play tomorrow, and they'd like to improve their standing as Easton Borman's now going to bring it in. Slick little backhand pass does not get through to Ferguson as it's sent back through the neutral zone. As Loy now picks it up. Good to see Brooks Gaworski right back on the ice. As Simcoe's going to bring this back, and Riker Ferguson now takes a shoulder in the back of the head. As Simcoe's they're looking for bodies now. They're checking a couple different people. Looks like the initial call was going to be a tripping call on Simcoe Express. The Pens retaliate here, and it looks like we're going to have 2 guys going to the box. It looks like momentarily, it looks like it's going to be 4-on-4 action. But they're going to get Easton Borman. No, not Easton Borman. So it's going to be Ferguson's going to the box. So it looks like we're going to play 5-on-5 right now. As Wilson comes on for the D-zone draw with Harrison Green. And on the backside, Wyatt Frankenfield, number 14, Noah Welch. Puck's going to be pushed forward by Wilson, and it's going to be dumped right back deep by the Express point man. It's going to go behind the net where Frankenfield's going to contest. He's going to come out of that with the puck. It's sent off the skates of Wilson and no further as Pens are having a little trouble getting it out of the zone. Bingham Green's on, trying to push it further. Express players able to step around Frankenfield. He takes a shot, glove down by Dragosic. Pens had a couple chances there to move it out, just unable to connect tape to tape. Turns into a scoring chance for Express. 4-1, 12:27 to go. 5-on-5 action now. Connor Wilson's going to step in again. He deflects it out of the zone as Blake Parrish is going to get his feet moving. He's going to apply some pressure there. Nice step away by 97. Connor Wilson's waiting for Parrish to get onside. He is onside. Wilson comes in. He's got a step. Oh, he sent it right through the crease for a backdoor tap and just went right through the crease. Nobody was home for that. Wilson now has it. He's looking for an option as he loses the puck now. As 97 has it. He's got it behind the net. He's going to move this over to his winger, number 72, but sticked down by Bingham Green. It's going to be pushed back to center. Stopped now by Frankenfield. As the Express are going to move back into the offensive zone. 72 steps around Frankenfield. He's going to be confronted by Welch. Welch is going to come out of there with the puck. Moves it to Frankenfield, who now has it behind the net. Welch pressures. He gets his feet moving. He has the puck. Backhands it to the point man. Puck's going to be dumped down behind the net where Frankenfield is going to get his stick on the puck. And we're now on the near wall. Welch just stepped around. Soft backhand goes about 2 feet wide of the net. Welch runs into a man. And it's going to be sent off the back of the net. It's going to be sent high into the slot. Shot right back through the slot. One more shot. Again, it goes wide of the net here. Pens are playing with fire. 10:50 to go in the third period. Welch has it now behind the net. He's tripped up. It's going to be sent back through the slot as Bingham Green now is going to try to get to this puck. He's just going to try and ice it. He does ice it. The Pens are going to take this in order to get a change. D-zone draw coming up, 10:29 to go, 10:28. Pens had a couple chances to work it out of the zone early in that shift. Unable to do so. So several scoring chances there for Simcoe Express that develop. D-zone draw here to be taken by number 93, Riker Ferguson. Express wins this draw back to their point man. They dump it deep. It's in the slot. No shot taken yet. as it's going to deflect there off the over to the half wall. It's going to be sent now behind the net where it's going to be picked up by Nico Stark. He's going to reverse it back, though. Nobody's home except for an Express player. Open back door is going to be shut down by Grant Loya. As Loya is now going to dump it further off of an Express player, it's going to deflect right back into the D zone. It's going to be brought now and dumped back into the offensive zone by Riker Ferguson. Gaworski on the forecheck is going to find the stick at Eastern Borman. Borman now has it, sent right back behind the net, where Gaworski now picks it up. Centering pass, attempts to connect to Wilson. Express are going to come out of the zone, 4-on-2. As the Express player is trying to get around Welch, centering pass is going to be broken up by Wilson. Finds the sticks of the Express player, shot right back into the equipment of Dragosic. Good save by Max. Penn's going to change up their forward group, 9:19 to go, 4-1 the score. Pens with 3 first period goals. Simcoe had the only goal of the second period, and the Pens get a power play goal early in the third period by Connor Wilson. And that's where we sit, 4-1 third period action. Game 4 of pool play. As plays back underway, as Nico, or correction, that CJ Nenavais is going to try and stick it up the wall. It's going to be sent through the slot by Simcoe Express. Welch has it. He's going to send it back into traffic. As it's going to find its way back into the neutral zone and onto the stick of the Express defender. Tries to step around Welch. Welch is going to knock the stick over to Mulligan. Mulligan sends it wide, looking for Sawyer Phillips. Simcoe's content to send us right back deep into the zone. Icing's going to be waved off. Express now send it dangerously through the slot. Foot race now between Paris and number 79. 79's going to come out here with the puck. He's curling around. He's looking for a lane. Sends it right to the stick of Bingham Green. Green has it. Shot taken. Wide of the net. Blake Parrish now goes to work as he runs into a man. Number 8. Big boy on the Express is going to come out of here with the puck. He steps around Ferguson, moves it up to a teammate now. Going to be dumped now behind Dragosic. 7:50 to go in the third period. Stark is going to move the puck up to Paris. Paris over to Green. Green's able to get into the zone. He's going to step around a man. Step around 79. It's going to be deflected behind the net. Where 10 now has it. It's going to be forced up to his winger, number 72. Simcoe unable to get out of the zone, though. It's going to be dropped back into the neutral zone. Blake Parrish goes off the wall with it. He was looking for Wilson, unable to connect. Express go D to D. 79 steps around a couple of guys and into the offensive zone for the Express. It's going to be dumped now where CJ Nenavais is going to pick it up. He reverses back, nicely trying to find the stick of Borman. It goes over his stick. Still in the offensive zone there for the Express as Loya now retreats behind his net, sending it across to Nenavais. It hops over his stick and into the slot where it's going to be picked up now by number 45, Brooks Gaworski. He headmans the puck up to Easton Borman, number 74. Can't control it, though, in the offensive zone. He finds this puck now all alone in front of the slot. He goes around the netminder, off the post. It's still loose. Nenavais is banging for it. And a whistle's going to be blown here. Puck was still sitting on a couple of Penguin stick. Gaworski and Borman were in there with Ferguson and Nenavais. 6:29 to go now in the third period. 4-1 the score. Offensive zone face-off now. It's going to be taken by Riker Ferguson. He's flanked by Owen Mulligan and Sawyer Phillips on the backside. Wyatt Frankenfield and Noah Welch. Puck's going to be won over to Mulligan. He has it. He sends it to Welch. Welch has some time here. He's going to step in. He takes a long shot, deflects off the equipment of number 10. Where it's going to be picked up now by Ferguson. He's looking for an option. He's going to go off the wall to Welch. Welch now steps down with it. He's going to take it. He's going behind the net with it. And he loses the puck. Offensive attack now for the Express as it's going to be broken up by Sawyer Phillips. Penalty call, though, as we have an interference call coming up against the Pens, so they're going to have to kill off a penalty with 6:13 to go. As Wyatt Frankenfield's going to go back to the box today. Round of applause for the Simcoe players able to get up. .6:13 to go. 2 minutes on the board there for the penalty call. Faceoff's now won by Mulligan. Finds the stick of Stark. Stark was tripped up, though, as he was trying to get to that puck. It's going to be sent to the stick of Nico Stark. Calmly and wisely, he's going to send this down the ice and kill some time off this penalty. We're under 6 to go in the third period. 1:38 to go on this PK. As 98 for Express is going to send it through the neutral zone. Sticked away again by Nico Stark. Sent right back into the neutral zone. As Blake Parrish chips it into the offensive zone for the Pens. Blake's been a very effective penalty killer, not just in today's game, but earlier today, killing off a 5-on-3 earlier. He had some great work on that 5-on-3 as Grant Loy is now going to bring it into the offensive zone. And it's going to be sent back to center where CJ Nenevise is going to pick it up. He's got a little time. He's going to use it. Tick, tick, tick goes the penalty down to 1:03. As Nenevise is going to retreat back into his own, swings it off the wall. And it finds the stick of the point man, number 98. Long shot taken, blockered away by Dragosic nicely. Express now has it behind the net. Man's run into by Nenevise. Express player steps out of the corner with the puck. And it finds the stick now of Bingham Green, who's able to clear the zone. 34 to go on this penalty kill. 4:44 to go in the third period. Express goes right back into the zone. It's going to be sticked over to the boards by Welch. And it now finds the stick of Grant Loy. He's going to get his feet moving. He headmans the puck down to Blake Parrish. He's trying to get around his man. He takes a shoulder to the head there. As 37 now has it. It's going to be sent all the way down the ice. Not sure if it's long enough for icing. It's going to be waved off as Gaworski's going to pick it up. Back to 5-on-5 action. The Pens kill that penalty. Connor Wilson now has it, sends it through the slot. That's CJ Nenevise that has it. He's got all the moves. He just runs out of real estate there. As Borman's now going to go to work. He puts a body into a man. He picks it up. Takes on two guys there. He's going to be helped out by Gaworski. Gaworski's able to find his footing. But the Express find the puck. They're going to come out of here 3-on-2. Man dances around Noah Welch. It's going to now find the stick of Noah Welch. He's going to get his head up. He's going to send it up to Borman. He's got a head man option ahead as Gaworski was ahead of the play, but Borman is able to stick with it. He brings it now into the offensive zone. He dumps it deep. We're at 3:15, ladies and gentlemen, to go in the third period. 4-1 remains the score. Nenevise now deep in the zone, looking for that puck. Ferguson was covering the point. It's going to go behind him. Got a penalty call coming up. Nope, that's going to be icing. That's going to be waved off. Thought for a second there they were going to take two guys as Borman and his man were getting into it behind the play a little bit. Puck's going to be sent all the way back down on the ice, and it just has enough for icing as the Pens are going to have a D-zone face-off coming up. 2:46 to go in the third period. Pens came out strong here in the first period. 3 early goals got started on a Connor Wilson power play goal. Puck's now going to be pushed back through the neutral zone and dumped right back by the Express. where Grant Loy's going to move it up. Nice chip pass there by Sawyer Phillips. He was looking for the stick of Mulligan, unable to connect. As Stark now is going to pick it up behind his net. Sends it over to Phillips. Phillips, once again, was looking for Mulligan. Puck sitting high in the Penguin zone there. Backhanded back into the zone by Mulligan. I think he was looking for Loya. Loya now is going to reverse back behind Dragicic. Sent off the wall. Finds the stick of Mulligan. Dumped right back into the zone by the Express. We're now under 2 minutes to go here in the third period of game number 4 of the International Silver Stick right here at Whitby, Ontario. Pens are going to be back in action tomorrow. Just not sure of the time or the opponent as Owen Mulligan gets his feet moving. He's going to stop up here. He's killing a little bit of time. Fresh on the ice was Noah Welch. Noah's going to step around. Nice pass to Sawyer Phillips. Phillips drops it to Frankenfield. The Pens were just ahead of the play here, and also going to have a penalty call coming up to number 22 of the Simcoe Express. So Pens are going to continue this game on the power play late in the third period. 1:35 to go in the game. 2 minutes are going to be put up on that penalty clock, as Connor Wilson's going to step in to take this draw, flanked by number 19, Bingham Green, and number 25, Blake Paris on the backside. That's Frankenfield to Welch. It's going to be sent back to the point man. That's Welch. He's looking for an option. He finds a stick of Wilson, deflects wide of the net. Wilson now has it. He's looking for his third of the game. He's got a man in front. That's Bingham Green. It's going to find the stick of Welch now as he's run into. Unable to hold that now. Bingham Green is going to come across. Shot taken. Big save there by Max. He's able to shut this down. Pens are going to make a change now. 1:09 to go here in the third period. D-zone draw. The striker Ferguson's going to step in, flanked by Borman and Gaworski. Loya and Nenavisa now on the defensive side of things. Nenavisa, he curls back nicely. He still has the puck. He's going to force it up to Borman. Borman chips it over to Gaworski. Gaworski's going to come out of the zone, unable to get control, but that's Easton Borman. He's got a head of steam. He's coming down the right side. Nice little drop pass to Gaworski. Finds the stick of Ferguson. Shot wide of the net. 44 to go here. Sent up to the point man. That's CJ Nenavisa. Sent off the wall. Finds the stick of Borman. Long shot taken. Just misses the net. 72 now is going to try and come out. It's picked up by 98. Sends it over number 9. Steps around Nenavisa. Loya comes over to strip the puck nicely off of number 9. Grant gets his feet moving. He finds Brooks Gaworski up ahead. Backhanded over to the neutral zone where Simcoe Express finds it. We're down to under 10. Loya has the puck. Might have one more shot here. 3 seconds to go, but an offsides call here on your Pens Elite Squad. 1.6 to go. It looks like the Pens are going to walk out of here with a 4-1 victory and go 4-0 in pool play from Whitby, Ontario at the International Silver Stick. So game time tomorrow to be determined, opponent to be determined, but we do know that your 2015 Pittsburgh Penguins Elite have won Pool D here of 30 of the top teams in North America, and they are going to be advancing to the quarterfinal round tomorrow. So depending on how the rest of the tournament here shakes out, I know teams are playing their 4th games right now. We'll have a time, a place, and an opponent tomorrow. So your Pittsburgh Penguins Elite Squad, Team Nenavisa